Happy New Year, everyone. It's Kelly for Scrappy Boy Stamps, and I'm here to do a quick video on one of the newest Cute Girls called Cute Girls Let's Work Out. And I am excited to show you the set and go over some of the sentiments. We have "You don't sweat, you sparkle." I've got a new exercise for you. They're called diddly squats. Some really cute sentiments. We have "You make my knees weak," great for Valentine's Day coming up. "I like big weights and I cannot lie," and you're an inspiration. Just kidding, yesterday was leg day. Hustle for that muscle. I used that on my first card post of the year for those resolutions that we like to make. Let's see, I don't need buns of steel. I'd be happier with buns of cinnamon. And if you still look cute after working out, you didn't go hard enough. So let's talk about the kind of paper I use to color on. Alcohol markers are great with the Express It blending card. It's very smooth and bright white, and I just love how the colors of the Olo markers are blending on this. I use Memento ink to stamp my images, and I'm also showing a little bit of an accentuation on the way that I'm stamping. You want to go up and down when you're adding the stamp pad to the image. You don't want to twist it, because when you twist it, it can cause some of those threads in the pad that are holding that ink to fray, and then it can ruin your image and mess things up. So just be careful when you're using that stamp pad and any of those styles. You don't want to twist. You also want to heat set it or let your image dry for quite some time so that you can avoid any smears. So let's get started with the coloring. I start with flesh tones first. Got an OR 2.0. I'll put some music on and we will sit back and enjoy the coloring process. Thank you. I really want to go ahead and talk about this really great paper pack from Scrappy Boy Stamps called I Love Working Out. And it has 24 sheets of this luscious, if I open it up, it's just luscious paper. I'm showing you, I'm pointing to the different variations. And of course, they are double-sided. The top is on the one side, and the bottom on that graphic image would be the other side. I'm actually pointing to the barbells, and I'm trying to show how I pick two colors, a light and a dark from each color family that I want to represent. And so the barbells had an aqua blue, a royal blue, a green, and a red. So those were the colors that I started as my foundation. And it is a learning curve with the Olo markers because they are new to me. But I did want to try some other cost-effective options. And this one is now one of my favorites because they are refillable, they are double-sided, but I like the fact that there's 128 colors right now, and they are just enough. And they're a smaller footprint, less maintenance, different maintenance, but something worth a try. And you can buy them individually and maybe just pick certain colors that you love and start there. So I will let you watch as I color the different parts of the garment she is wearing. I decide to pull out my zero because I did color some flesh tones on the socks in error, and I left it in there so you could see how beautiful the zero marker works for Olo. Much easier, I think, than the Copic for me, but maybe it is a different formulation, and it really causes the color to actually disappear magically versus actually pushing it away. So I do use Prismacolor pencils to add a dimension, depth, contrast to the coloring. You'll see that I'm adding even some white pencil only because I could not put my hands on my favorite until a little bit later on in the video. It is a luminescence white. It's a fabulous, my favorite white pencil. It's opaque and it does really nice eyes and layering of colors, and I will be changing up her eyes a little bit utilizing that pencil. But for now, I decided I wanted to do a quick tie-dye in the red and pink colors to kind of tie her outfit together. Now here's where I find my favorite white pencil. It is a Luminescence 6901, I believe. And I go in a circular pattern on top of the eye, the black of the eye. And I leave the center as a pupil. I don't know if you can catch that, but I'm lightening the outside. And I do need to invest in a brush so I can brush the pigment instead of using my hand, because the oils from your hand can cause the pigment to smear right on the paper, so it's better to have a brush. But here is where I am pulling in some blue and violet to lighten up her eyes a little bit and give some color other than just having the standard dark black eye. And here is one of the cards that I made for the release that uses the same image but with darker skin tone. And it is a fancy fold card using some of the pattern paper. And of course, I will be taking that cute little image that we colored up, go grab some supplies and put her in a cute little card. So I have my paper play sketch. I've pulled out my stitch dies and my paper pack, and now I've come up with my layout. I press down the